Learn how to create a simple texture effect on your text and objects in Photoshop. So I'm actually at pexels.com and I've searched for scratches because I want to find a texture I can use on my image. And I'm going to actually grab this one here and I'm going to download it to import into Photoshop. I'm going to type in my text, preferably in a font that is pretty sort of chunky and thick, so when you cut some of this stuff out, it's still quite easy to read. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the texture that I downloaded. So I'm going to go File, Open. I find my texture, and you can see here it's not very sort of high contrast. Now what I actually want to do here is I'm going to go to Curves, so Image, Adjustments, and Curves, or Control M. And I want to bring if you can see, I've got the black in the bottom left-hand corner and the white in the top right-hand corner. I want to bring the black in towards the middle and the white in towards the middle. You can see we've got a lot of white and a lot of black here, so it's a little bit overpowered. So I'm just going to try and bring the black in further to introduce more of it and move the white back. I want to get that to the point where I've got a nice consistent scratch level, but I still have plenty of area where the text can be seen. So that's not looking too bad. I'm just going to adjust that so I get the black and the white pretty heavy. And once I'm happy, I'll click OK. What I need to do now is I can go to Select All or Control A, and then I want to copy. I'm hitting Control V, and I'm going to go back to my image and I'm going to paste that image in place. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit because I want to actually hit Control T, just rotate that until it takes up as much of the image as possible. I can even enlarge it if I want to, and hit Enter. Now, I'm actually not using this layer the way I have it here. I just wanted to sort of get it there, position it so it's easier to copy and paste. So again, I go to Select All and I copy and turn off the layer. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down to Quick Mask. So I'll click this button here, or I hit Q on my keyboard, and then I paste with Control V. And then I exit the Quick Mask and I have this selection. And the selection is actually the dusts and scratches and things of the texture that I got off pexels.com. What I do now is I can go down to Welcome here and I hit the Mask tool. Now you see that most of the text has disappeared. So I need to click on the mask itself and hit Control I to bring it up. And now you can see if I move that around, it's got a nice texture to it. But maybe I'm not happy with the placement of this texture. I turn off the link tool, the link icon on my layer, and I can move this around until it sort of shows up the way I want it to. Now, if I want this to have more of an impact, what I can also do is click on this, and once again, I can go to Image, Adjustments, and Curves, and I can bring the black in from the edge to introduce a little bit more like that. Now, one thing you'll notice, because this is a mask, if I make this background bright green, it's actually semi-transparent. So you get a semi-transparent effect with this, which is pretty cool. Now the cool thing about this is because the mask is here and I can move the mask around, I can link it up, move the two together. I can type whatever I want here. I could even hit Enter and add a bit more. You notice that the texture hasn't reached down here, so again, I can unlink and move that where I want it to. But there's actually a little bit more we can do with this. We can simply duplicate this layer and keep going. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to remove this mask altogether, because this is one option if you're only doing one layer. I'm going to remove this mask by simply disabling it, so we can turn it back on if I want to. I'm going to restore this text to something else again. And then I'm going to add an image of some sort in here as well. So I'll bring in my logo, so I'll go to Place Embedded. And I'm going to pop my Creator Impact logo here as well. But I want the texture to be consistent. So what I'm actually going to do is I have my emblem, I have my text. I hold down Shift to select both and Control G to group. And what I can now do is go back to this layer, turn it on, hit Control A to select all, Control C to copy. I turn that back off, and before I get ahead of myself, I go back into the Quick Mask or hit Q, paste again, hit Q to exit, and I have my selection once more. And this time I click on the group itself, hit Mask, and now the group is masked. Again, I can click on the mask itself, hit Control I to bring most of it back. I can make my adjustments. And then of course I can unlink and reposition or even resize the texture. Now, one thing you find is some of these areas are sort of digging in a bit too much. You can simply just get your white paintbrush and just kind of like paint in a little bit if you want to. So they're still kind of there, but not as much of a big deal. And then from there, I can open up here and I can move certain things around. And as I move these objects around within the group, the texture remains in place. And this can be really handy if you're looking to create something where the texture lines up with the background or something like that. We get this cool effect. On top of that, if I want to add a little more to it, I can go to my group here, which has the mask, and double click off on a blank area for blending options. I can add a drop shadow to introduce something that sort of brings it out a little bit more. And one other effect you can play with that's a bit hit and miss sometimes is actually going to stroke. And as long as I choose outside and I choose a stroke color, maybe we'll choose red, and I'll bring it in a bit. You can actually introduce some red into that texture as well. You can even bring it down to 1 and get a real subtle sort of effect, so you get like a little bit of a tinge on that texture. So it's pretty handy as well. You can also add in other effects like gradient overlays. You can go to town, have a bit of fun with it, introducing that texture effect. That is essentially a very quick and easy way to texturize with transparency any objects or texts in Photoshop. So I hope you found that video useful. If you did, please consider giving it a like. If you have more questions about Photoshop or may not be able to help, drop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope to see you again soon and have a great day.